Hi, I am Smeet. This is a project on NYC bar complaints versus local crime to determine which areas have an active nightlife and are safe too. We have four datasets. The complaints dataset has all the bar locations and the complaints for those bars. We have the precincts dataset which has the precinct boundary definitions.
With the bar locations latitude and longitude, we can now map the bar complaints to a precinct. Using NYC open data, we got the arrest data for various years, which is at the precinct level. This helps us map bar complaints and arrests to their respective precincts. Now, moving on to our visualizations, we can see there are 5 graphs over here. The first is a scatter plot containing the bar locations of every bar in the New York City area, and this is color coded by the boroughs. We have made two PCA graphs using attributes such as felony crimes, complaint counts, misdemeanor crimes, and total bars. We are able to plot two PCA scatter plots over here. The first PCA graph is helpful in understanding how safe and active a precinct is with respect to how active the bars are. The second plot helps to divide the precincts with how clustered bars they have with respect to the complaints received from other bars. We have not considered other types of complaints over here. The bar graph shows the top precincts with the lowest number of arrests made for 10 complaints, and they are coded by the precinct and colored by the boroughs. The pie chart shows where the different complaints are originated towards the bars in a precinct. Now, these complaints were of different types. They came from clubs or bars, or from restaurants, parks, residences, etc.
Hi, my name is Omkar. So we decided to go for a black dark theme to represent the nightlife. Now, New York City can be a touristy city and attracts various people all around the year. So we decided to add this small feature over here, which is a slider, which lets you select specific months to change the data accordingly. This would probably help you figure out or look at the more recent or active data for a specific month. Now let's try playing around with the visualizations over here. I'm going to try selecting only the Staten Island over here. What we see out here is it has low safety and low bar activity, probably the last place anyone would want to go party out here. We also see that the most of the complaints coming out here are from residences and not from other bars. Okay, let's try to look for places which have a good bar activity as well as are safe. These precincts are helpful, which basically are the Washington Heights over here. This is Astoria in Queens. This is Williamsburg in Brooklyn. And this is the East Village in Manhattan. We also see that a lot of bars are clustered around here, and most of the complaints are actually received from bars and not any other places. Let's try selecting areas which are highly active in bars, but they do not have many bars clustered in them. So we see that this is actually scattered all around NYC. Even the crime rates out here are scattered out. The bar complaints are pretty high out over here. One thing to notice out here is precinct 14, which is where Times Square is located. We see that it actually has a high crime rate and probably not the best place to go. All of these bars over here actually have a good amount of bar activity, but not such a great safety. Now, let's try seeing how crime rate is across the year. So in November and December, let's select this over here. We see that precinct 40 actually has 28 arrests, which either means it has a lot of complaints but less arrests, or a lot less arrests. But when we go in the starting of the year, January and February, we see precinct 14 appear again, but this time with at least 140 arrests. So we see how safe or unsafe a location can be and how active the bar scene is out there with respect to the complaints that anyone receives. So this visualization will surely be helpful for anyone who decides to go to New York City next time and probably have a good night. Thank you.